Let's talk Jets visiting the Rams because this number, look, 2 weeks ago we were all over the Jets. We didn't put him in the contest because, why listen to the guy sitting on his couch who can see the situation and knows exactly what to take? You don't want to do that. But now the Jets are 17-point dogs visiting the Rams, who to me, they are a team that's gotten better. Like, we got off the Rams for a little while, but they've just consistently improved in spite of Jared Goff. Obviously, we're not betting the Jets plus 17 in the
Yeah.
contest, but we're not going to bet the Rams at minus 17 either.
No, it's another a pass game where I'll be on the Jets, but just not fun, not a good bet. There's no logic behind it other than that's a huge number. And what you just said is true about the Rams. It seems like Cam Akers, the running back, has really sparked that team where he's like their Todd Gurley now, where the whole offense runs through him and Goff does his little rollouts, his little play action pass, doesn't turn the ball over, and they just win games. So right there with you. We missed the window on the Rams, but this is too big of a number to take.
It is pretty impressive how Sean McVay has completely transformed that team. And really from that offense that seemed to be record setting and into a ball control offense where Jared Goff is sort of, even though he's making $30 million a year, just basically don't throw a pick and your team wins. And Aaron Donald is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like when you do those fantasy drafts where you just go stars and scrubs. They literally just have Darnold, Ramsey, and a bunch of scrubs pretty much. But it works. They just have a ton of weapons on wide receivers and the running back Cam Akers. So all the pieces around Goff, it makes it work.
So, dude, listen, we started off pretty hot and with a lot of games that we liked. And now we've hit a little bit of a dry spell, and we're heading into the late afternoon games. And we've got 4 games left to talk about, including Eagles-Cardinals. Jalen Hurts on the road, first road start against Kyler Murray, and a Cardinals team that is flying towards the playoffs with an Eagles team that a lot of people think is flying south for the winter.
Well, we're not dead yet. As a diehard Eagles fan, how dare you? And let it be said here.
Eagles or Eagles or Ickles?
Eagles. They might be dead. I like Arizona here. Hurts, great win at home. Now he's going on the road. And that game, he didn't play perfect, but pretty close to it. He would pull it down and run it when he needed to, and then he'd make big plays passing. And it's just a simple situational play where Arizona is a better team. They're fighting for the playoffs. I know the Eagles are too, but Hurts on the road in his first start, under 7. It feels like the Eagles should get more points in this. And I'm looking at a Cardinals team that they're not going to be getting tons of money just because people still are unsure about them, even though they just beat the Giants. So public dog of the week is going to be the Eagles. I'm cool with fading that, taking the Cardinals here.
They are getting all the bets right now. 60% of the bets coming in on the Philadelphia Eagles and the 40% coming in on the Cardinals. So you're right. That's going to be – wouldn't it be great if we made it into Week 16 in good shape and 2 of the 5 wins we get this weekend are betting against the Eagles and the Bears?
Just shows how professional we are, Chad.
We're professionals more than anything. This next game. So I'm putting the Cards minus 6 on the list. The next game, the world-beating Chiefs, who look better than they did as Super Bowl champs, visiting the New Orleans Saints, who just got beat up, who have just sort of lost their edge as the number 1 seed in the NFC. They are 3-point dogs at home.
Big balls. Bet of the week.
Big balls. Bet of the week. No, can't. Come on.
You gotta. Back-to-back road
Why?
games for the Chiefs. Saints just had their first loss in months. I like it. I love it, Chad. It's just a smart number. 3, everyone, like we talk about all the time, money lines, teasers, all of it are going to be on the Chiefs. And just like last week, they got backdoored and broken. Same thing for this week. We like the Saints here because it's a smart number. And if you're catching a home team, like we talk all the time, getting a small percentage of the bet, and the road team's getting all this money, don't think you just fade. And more often than not, you're going to be right. And this is a prime situation where everybody's coming in on the Chiefs. So we love the Saints, buddy. Don't overthink it.
No, you're right. Listen, you're doing the right thing. As I have said, some would say it's a Millmanism. You got to make gross bets if you want big, gross profits.
And what's more fun? You're going to have more fun betting the Chiefs and knowing that you're on the public side. You're going to be having fun riding with the Sharps and betting the Saints and hating yourself when they're down 21-3 in the first.
Be sharp, look smart. Let's go with the Saints. And you're right. Also, like, we have made a lot of mistakes this year betting against what our perception was instead of betting on what the situation and the numbers are telling us. We are getting a short home dog where the preponderance of money is on the other side. Preponderance of bets, is on the other side. Same situation with the Broncos. Like, that's when you got to pull the trigger. I'm with you.
Let's do it.
You got big balls. I got big balls. Here we go. The Browns, bad beat. Woo, that was rough last night. Against the Giants, who I can't stand. We've had like 3 teams this year that have burned us. The Giants, the Browns, and the Broncos. And I feel like the Broncos are a team like that burned us, but they're still the team you bet on. The Browns and the Giants, we swore ourselves off of. Like, so we've got a situation with the Giants. Look how I just wrapped all this up. We got a situation. You worked on Jersey Shore with the Giants. They're the team in Jersey. That was Jersey Shore. You're in Jersey now. Oh, my God. I know what you're going to say. Go ahead and say it.
Situation. Yeah, man. It's I don't even know. It's one of those numbers where I'm shocked that it's this big. I get it. The Browns played great against the Ravens. They scored all these points. Baker looked good. They were running it. But the Giants are a different animal. They can stop the run. They're good against the pass. The Ravens were just banged up. That was a body bag game for them. They had no one left in their secondary. So you're telling me the public's coming in on the Browns once again, and we got the Giants at home 4.5? Come on, Chad. We're getting super ugly this week with these home dogs, but we keep talking about it's a good situational play. You take this home dog here at this big number.
By the way, it is the Cowboys are 3.5 point dogs at home against the Niners. 78% of the bets, the public coming in on the Niners. The Giants, 4-point home dogs, 81% coming in on the Browns. If we're like, it's very possible we have to end up taking all home dogs getting 30% of the bets or less. We could be on the Broncos. We could be on the Saints. We could be on the Giants. That would be professional betting right there. I'll put it in. I don't hate it. Like Danny Dimes, like he's just a terrible quarterback. At this point, don't fumble the ball. Like, they're coming after you. Just protect the ball. Like that. It's the opposite of professional quarterbacking. Alex Smith is a professional quarterback who wins you games because he knows how to play the game. Danny Dimes is a guy who all these years in, and he's been there long enough, has not figured out rule number 1. Don't turn the ball over if you're a professional quarterback.
My man Chad is fired up off his fight milk. Fired up. And let it be said here, there's weeks where I put tons and tons of time into different games and trying to find the best edge and situation. And then there's weeks like this week where you can literally just let the sharpest guy in the entire world do the work for you, which are the bookmakers. They're the sharpest line makers. So they're telling you something when they give you these home dogs and everyone's coming out on the favorites on the other side and the line's not going up. They're just letting it sit there. It's a very telltale sign by them. So It's one of these games like we don't have to play all these home dogs, but you can believe it. There's going to be at least 2 of them in there for us this week. There's just too much value in these home dogs this week.